guys, Anmarchi here, on top of the world. And you know what? It's peaceful up here. It's nice. I like it. I like being up here. I'm on top of the world. And let's take a second here, tell you guys how why I'm here. Basically, I mentioned at the end of that last episode, I'm going to spend a lot of time collecting resources, gathering resources, caving, and all that, and that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been at it for 3 or 4 hours today. I got a ton, oh my god, I have another stack of coal. I have a ton of iron and gold smelting up in there. I found diamonds, I found emeralds, I found gold, I found everything. I found coal. I needed to pick up coal, so as of late, for my smelting needs, I've been using blaze rods that I get from the Blaze Farm, built by Jay and Snowboard and Ricky Rocks. That is what I've been using for fuel in the furnace, but I still need torches, and I did a bunch of caving around here. Rates have been better at the mob system, a little bit better. Every time I go caving, of course, they're going to get better and better. This is kind of like the range of the whole area I need to cave out looking around. And let me say that I used to hate snow in Minecraft. I used to really hate snow in Minecraft until I started playing factions with Woody and the Kick-Ass crew. And Woody's actually the one who said snow looks nice. And Mark and I instantly said, no, snow does not look nice. Okay, we said snow looks bad, snow looks ugly, all that stuff. But he was right. In Minecraft, snow does look nice. Snow looks quite nice. I mean, it looks really cool. Okay, it looks kind of like what a nice snow looks like in real life, you know? And looking around at our place down here, I just want to take a look. So we got that center area that we've talked about so many times. Today we're actually going to get to work on carving out the mountain. I want to set it up, so I'm thinking over there, right? I'm looking at this spot, and I think that this is going to be like our furnace room, our storage room, our main big areas. That's a big project to tackle today. I'd like to tackle something smaller for the first episode. We're going to have a bridge connecting these two right here, and for the first episode, I've been dipping my toe in the water with this, but I'm running out of room in that tiny little hut down there. I need something bigger. But yeah, looking around, doesn't it look nice? There's our river. It wraps all the way around. Over to there is where it actually wraps around. And then there's more water over there. It looks so nice from up here. And I need to stack up with this coal and all, just so that I could lay it out. Because what I do is I pick it up with the Silk Touch, and then I mine it with the Fortune. Over there is our zombie purification area. It's really not that far, the zombie purification area. But welcome to the latest Mineshaft server episode. I'm going to figure out exactly what we're going to do today, and then jump on it. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys I'm digging down right now, getting the coal, and this is what it looks like when it's not snowing. I think it's kind of cool just for contrast purposes. And over there we have a plains biome, I feel like I should say, an ocean over that way. Hills continue that way for a while, and a, what's it called? A roofed forest that way. Just so you know, whoa, we're on the corner of the block. Oh no, this will kill us. Ah, get wrecked! Alright guys, so I've been thinking this through, planning this, trying to plan this without over-planning it, but this is kind of a big deal. You know, this is the layout of our base. I have made the mistake of laying out a base poorly in the past. I've made the mistake of doing this wrong, and I want to do it right. So, looking at this, the whole cool part about this is the circle, right? The fact that we have this kind of swing around circle valley middle indented thing, right? And I decided a little while ago that I was just gonna leave the middle the same. And I do want to backtrack a bit, backpedal, and just tell you guys the whole initial plan was build a modern house. I found this spot. I said I'm gonna put a modern house right here. I'm gonna tear down some of these hills and put a house right here, a modern, futuristic kind of looking house type thing. And then I realized that I liked the landscape so much that I built this mob system into the actual scenery right here. You see it's kind of like buried half in the mountain type thing. And then after doing that, I decided that I liked it so much that I was just going to build my entire base, our entire base here into the mountains and all that, okay? So leaving the center alone, leaving the center to kind of be a courtyard little type thing, I want to have a lot of redstone farms. I want to have things redstone, automated, that type of thing. I don't want to go about the normal, you know, break, plant. I want to do this fancy. I want to do it right. Okay, we might put a tree farm in the middle here because those require a lot of space. You need to be outside and stuff like that. But other than that, looking at this. So, we have this one big mountainous thing looking right here. We have another mountainous thing looking right here. And then we have this kind of long straight stretch. And then another mountain that we kind of already dedicated to the mob system. We have this cool little area over here. I'm just trying to show off all that we got here. Where it kind of like goes in and curves around some more. And then we have these cool kind of stalactite, stalagmite type things hanging out. This is all naturally generated. If you don't know, I didn't build this. And then we have a similar straight little thing over here, not as big. But now we're going to cut that and cut that and focus on this mountain and this mountain. We want a lot of farms here, okay? This is obviously the bigger mountain. You know, anybody with a decent space relations idea can tell you that. And this mountain is obviously the smaller one. I do want to prospect each of these a little bit better. But I think that what we're going to do is we're going to have one mountain dedicated to animal farming, being one of these two. And the other dedicated, delegated, whatever you want to say, to crop farming, right? So we're going to have one where we put our wheat, our carrots, our potatoes, our crops, and then another where we put our pigs, our sheeps, our that kind of stuff, okay? And these buildings are not completely above ground, and yet they're not completely underground. They're half above, half under. So looking at these, my initial was this one will be animal, that one will be crop. We have to realize where is the center of this whole building going to be. Where's the center of everything going to be? Now, my idea currently is to kind of put a nether portal in that thing and then have walkways across this inner courtyard going to all these different directions, okay? That's my initial idea. That's what I'm working with right now. Now, does it really matter which is which? So this one might be a little bit more isolated, okay? I have more plans for stuff to do over here than I do for this spot right here. We do have the zombie farm over there, which is a really big deal right now. But it looks like the zombie farm over there, and this one's going to be a little bit closer, a little bit more useful, if you will. So I think that this one will be crop farms. Carrots, potatoes, wheat, sugarcane, cactus, that kind of thing. And then this one will be animals. Pigs, sheep, cows, that kind of thing. Chickens. All that in there. All that in there. So now the question today is, which one are we going to start with? The animal farms or the cows? But I think that first I want to just put a nether portal here and maybe work on some walkways in here. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do yet. But I'm going to try to move the nether portal over to here. Let's see if it still links up. I'll be right back after I've moved it. Alright guys, so I've done just like a quick drawing up of how I feel it should look. Maybe you can see it on screen now. Bah! There it is. You'll see that each... It's MS Paint, cut me some slack. But we've got the, you know, the main spawn thing in the middle there. I'm trying to describe this, it's not in front of me, let me see. The main circle, that little cross is where the nether portal is, and then the red lines are roughly where I want to put roads. I'm not sure if I want another one. Again, this is a really rough draft. I just want to keep this idea in my head before I lose it. Each box represents like a big enough mountain that we could actually build something there. And then what it should be. The arrow obviously leads to the zombie farm thing. And again, like I said, a very rough draft. Now to Minecraft, here I am. I want to grab some flint and steel. I'm not making another one. I've made so many of these damn things. I'm going to find this one, I swear. That's the last thing I did. Where the hell did I put it? Do I have one on me? I swear I had one. I just had one. Come on now. It's got to be around here. Give me this. I guess I'll have to make one. Guess I'll make another one. I've made so many flint and steels. Flint and steels and shears for me are just those things that I make every time I need one. Instead of just reusing one. But here we go. I'm about to ride this portal, make sure that it takes me to the same place. There are portals all over the nether from other people on the server, including myself. But yeah, it takes me, like I expected, right to where I need it to. There's some pigmen up there. Let's get in here real quick. I've got shot by ghast here so many times, it's ridiculous. Okay, there we go. And that's our portal. Now, like I said in the diagram, we'll probably have one leading this way to over here, maybe one leading to over there. The roads are all going to branch off from here. But let's build a melon farm. first. I said that with such, not such indecisiveness. Is that the word I'm looking for over here? I said it without a lot of commitment. I didn't say, let's build a melon farm. I said, let's build a melon farm. Just because I want to start with something that's not that big of a deal if I mess it up. And now we're going to end up hollowing out what I assume to be the majority of this mountain, and hollowing this out is going to be such a huge deal. That's why I wanted to start with a mob farm that's going to produce TNT, or gunpowder to make TNT. Now let's put the the melon farm here. Right here. Yes. Let's just dig here. Now I know where it ends. And of course, like I said, we're going to attempt to put it in the mountain, with parts of it poking out of the mountain. Now digging up here. Yeah, see, this is perfect right here. That's good. That's good. I'm going to build a, simple piston melon farm type thing. I'll try and do it rather quickly, I guess. I want to do it right, though. I have a good amount of nether brick and quartz to build this. I'm also going to use some dark oak wood like I said I would. Now, let me get to work on hollowing this out. I'll probably use some TNT too, and if I do, I'll show you. But I'll get to work on hollowing this out, and I'll be right back. Alright, I only have 5 TNT. The mob farm does work, but, it takes 5 gunpowder to make one, and it's not super fast. Look at that, the chests haven't spawned in, so it just looks like a floating hopper. I also, over there, in that stone, I trapped a cow. Can't lose all of our cows now, but let's make some explosions, make some things go boom, okay? Make some space. There we go. And you guys might ask, why are you making a melon farm? Those things are crap for food. Melons do have uses in this game. They're very useful for potions. You need them for potions, certain potions. Also, to be honest, the main reason that I'm making a melon farm is that if I mess it up, I don't care that much. And it's not going to be huge, so if I mess it up, it's not a whole thing to tear down. Like, for instance, the reason that I was so careful with the mob system and I was so careful with the zombie purification thing, and I took my time, crossed my T's, dotted my I's, is because those are big projects. I did not want to mess up. I wanted to do those right. I wanted to do them correctly, and I wanted to do them to the point where I'd like them. I'm going to do the same with the melon farm, but if I mess up, it's not such a big deal. If I don't like the placement of this farm, I can change it. Of course, right here, I'm digging up. And I'm going to use the same design that I used at the zombie purification area. We're going to try to keep that design all the way through. I'm sorry if the plans I drew up in MS Paint confused any of you. I did not mean to do that at all. I was trying to make this simple. But they were just a quick, rough draft. And this is where it gets hard. You see, right now I just want to knock out this little extra bit of stone and get to work, but at the same time I kind of want to leave it to make it look buried in the mountain. So a lot of this build is going to be deciding what's significant to leave and what's what we can get rid of. Also, I don't want to make everything I build just a square placed inside of a mountain, a square and a bigger square. I want to have things that have curves that move with the terrain and all that. And again, the reason I'm starting off with a melon farm is because it's gonna try kind of help me get my get a feel for what I want to build here, what I want it to look like, and just kind of give us a foothold into the mountain. After this we'll build a pumpkin farm somewhere, I'm sure, and then we'll have to connect the two, and we'll have to do stuff like that. So that's really why I'm building this farm like I am. Oop. I got 2 more pieces of TNT. Let's use those. Let's see. When it comes to melons, we're going to have a spot for water, spot for seeds, spot for melon to fall, and then a middle. Then spot for melon, spot for seeds, spot for water. So that's actually big enough. Let's go this way. I guess I'll miss these. Don't know how I missed these. They're right in there. Right in my face, staring me down. Let's put one here, I guess. Put one here. Oop. Oop. There we go. Always predictable. Except for the water. Alright then, I'll clean up the water, do some more hollowing out here, and get to work. Alright guys, here we go. Just about done here. Whoops, looks like we're going to need some more redstone. I will grab some. I did not see that when I... Nope. Okay. But, if you look, you can see how I rigged this up. I need to break all these to get out. Did not think that through. And a quartz block. And a quartz block. Oh my goodness, it seems to be day-night cycles on like hyperspeed right now. I don't know why it seems to just shift from day to night so quickly now. But I will go to sleep. before the mob spawn. I rigged up all the... what's the word I'm looking for? The redstone. It's not fully functional quite yet, though. I'll take it. Where's my dark wood? I had more than this. I've been misplacing blocks. We need to organize a... I'll take these. We need to... Oh, I don't want that. We need to organize a storage room. I'm running out of storage space in here, and it's not good enough. Here we go. See what I mean? It's very cramped in here. I came in for redstone, though. You burn through redstone pretty quickly. Being someone who didn't really use a lot of redstone just didn't use a lot of redstone but went caving a lot. I always had such an abundance of redstone that I was like, and then I thought no one ever really runs out of redstone. You know, I always thought it was kind of a flaw in the game. The fact that redstone was always, oh no, I always thought that it was the fact that redstone was always so abundant just to be, what the heck, I missed again. Am I? Whatever. The fact that redstone was so abundant in the game, I thought that it was just kind of like a flaw in the game, and that nobody actually ever thirsted for redstone, if you follow what I'm trying to say. But I do see how people could easily run out of redstone. I used to think that it was mere impossible to run out of redstone. Now I am almost there myself. I do have quite a bit stockpiled up, but this is a really small build, and we use tons of it in here. I mean, look at this. Now, the simplest way to do this would have been to raise this redstone wire up a block, but then we would have had to walk on redstone or put in half slabs. So, just to show you guys what I mean, what we could have done is put half slabs across here, and then have this been half a block taller, and we wouldn't have had to do this around the back, loop-de-loop craziness that we had to do, but we would have had to walk on half slabs. And like I said, in this area, I'm really focused on doing things right, even if it takes longer and all that, and just making sure I do things right instead of just doing things the fastest way. Now, this and this. Bop, bop, skiddly doop. Bop, pop. There we go. And the plan is that I'll just run over it and pick them all up. And that should work. Now, I need to put water in here and actually plant the melons. But there is still more to be done. You can see I did this wall over here. What the heck? Did you see that? It just looked like something glitched out over there. This server is always so lonely. There's nobody on. Monkey plays a good bit. And some of the other guys do play occasionally. Mark never plays. Verdi plays sometimes. I see Verdi often like pop on, say hi, and then leave. He does that a lot. But considering that we do have 12 members, the fact that I'm on here just about every day, and I only see 2 or 3 guys, it seems like something's up. Let's grab this hat. I need this. But I'll get to work on that last little bit, and I'll be back. Alright guys, here I am just taking a step back, looking at this. Looks pretty nice. It looks actually just like what I expected it to look like. It looks like a building poking out of a mountain. It did take up a little bit more space than I suspected, so I presume that as we go on with this build, we're going to have to get creative spatially and cram some stuff in, but that's good. I'd rather have a compact base. Looking at this untouched land, it seems a lot bigger than when you actually start manipulating it. And here we go. I was actually working on a pathway here. I need more of these dark oak logs. I had a lot. I had about 2 stacks of them, and then I just misplaced them somewhere. I gotta find them. I have another half stack of logs back at the base. Oh, I fall down here too much, I tell you. Right here. There we go. And it's getting dark. That's good. I want it to get dark because I want to see the light. All I did for lighting so far was these glowstones in the corners, but I know it's going to need more. I just don't know where. I plan to use mostly glowstone and glowstone lamps for light. I want to use glowstone lamps in a kind of creative way if I can at all. Just hook them up to some redstone, have them blink or flash or turn on when something's ready. I plan to do that in just about all the builds here. I will bone meal these to get them growing a little bit quicker. Also, I like to make use of what we have. We have this bone meal from here. Let's see, can I do this? Oh, nice snag. Let's see, over here. There we go. I'm leaving this as stone, so that it looks nice on the outside. I have to replicate this wall over here. I have to finish up the glass and kind of wrap this room around, but it's coming along nicely. We should have some melons soon, which is good. Of course, we're going to have melon storage in the main room. I would put melon storage here, right? I would put a chest right here just to keep melons in as they grow. But the problem is I did that in my last base, okay? Oh, God, no! I did that in my last base. And what happened there was simply that... Okay, let's try to skedaddle out of here. Yeah, skedaddle out of here. I tried to do that in my last base, and what happened is I never used the actual storage room that I built. I've done that in previous bases. You don't end up using the main storage room, you end up using all those small side storage rooms, and then the main one becomes obsolete, and that's just frustrating in and of itself. We're probably going to end up eating melons soon, so we might want to get to work on a second farm, but as for now, I'm going to finish up the building up there and find new ways to implement light, because it's obviously not bright enough alone. I'm of the mindset of quite a lot of people that play Survival Minecraft in that I don't like the look of torches. They have this, see, they look kind of dumb, they get washed away by water, they have this puffy smoke that I don't really like, and they're not even that good of a light source. Other light sources are stronger in this game, they give off more light. So, obviously, as you can tell, not my favorite and not my first source. I'm going to use these, just because I can't find the other ones. I wish I could find those other dark oak logs. I don't know what in the world I did with them. But let me get back to building here, and then I'll tell you guys what's up. Alright guys, here I am, and like I said, the functionality's done. You can see it right there. Bada boom. Oop, pick it up. I finished this wall too. I think it turned out quite well. Now the problem is with this wall. Now I don't know about these pieces of stone right here. It looks sloppy having them out, right? Looking at it, it just looks sloppy. It looks weird. Okay, having those pieces out. So I think that I'm going to turn them into stone brick, but then we start to lose that whole feel of coming out the mountain. We'll still have it down here, but we do lose a little bit of it by doing that. Although right now I do kind of feel that it just looks goofy, so I am going to swap it out, especially because I want it to be the same in here on the interior. That in mind, I'm also going to do this then with the stairs. Oh no, almost trembled. Okay. And I think that this turned out pretty well. It turned out like I wanted it to, like I expected it to. I think that it does look goofy now, right? Taking a step back and looking at this, I guess we can't do these then, like I planned. Just do that. Oh, there we go. That's good. Good. There. I think that it's going to look goofy until I had to put more glowstone down here just that mobs wouldn't spawn, until we add more buildings. I think that just the here, let's take I need another stone. Damn it, I fell. Let's take a step back. You can get the picture even though there's a block or two missing. It does look a little bit dumb. It does look a little bit goofy. It also looks really tall to have a 1-block window like that. I put in the 2-block and it looked a little bit better, but it looks really tall just coming up to this 1 little block window. That in mind, I will put in another window. I also plan to build down here, right below the redstone to this. I plan to put another sort of something. I don't know what quite yet. Maybe a pumpkin farm, maybe not. I don't know. A pumpkin farm might take up a little bit more room. Let's put in a window here, leaving 2 blocks on each side. Perfect. Put that in right there. It looks good. And this is pretty much done. I do want this here like that, and then this, and then we'll do that on all 4 sides. I won't make you sit through that though. And then the 3-block. Every time I chip away at the roof, I'm chipping away at the mountain, and I don't really like that too much. Let's do this with, I'll use stone steps there. I'm trying to use some steps too, as you can see. With the zombie farm, I had to be careful with what I used. I used a lot of full blocks there, merely because, and I'm stepping on this a lot, that's just because I'm working here. I used a lot of full blocks. Then, in the zombie area, because the zombies would have escaped had it not been... Oh, didn't finish this bit up here. Boop, 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 bop. The zombies would have been able to escape and maybe get through slabs and half stairs and, not half stairs, half slabs and that kind of stuff. Now we have another problem here. If I bust this up, we're outside. But I think I will, though. It is supposed to look like it's protruding out of the mountain. We're not trying to hide it in the mountain. We're trying to make it look like it's poking out the mountain. This is version 1, draft 1, if you will. And yeah, so I'll finish this up. I have one last finishing touch to put on, and then I think we'll be done. Alright guys, I've been thinking more about the layout and everything, and the last little bit that I wanted to do was item frame. Shall we have a melon slice? Or a melon block? I'm kind of partial towards the slice. I like the slice more. I'm gonna go with the slice, okay? I think that the slice looks nicer as an item. I think that it's a little bit cleaner. I will break these up. Now, like I said, we're gonna go with the shape here, and right at the end of this farm, the mountain curves. But I want to know how far the mountain goes this way, and this will really be the last thing. I thought the item frame was going to be the last thing. I want to see how far the mountain goes this way, that's all. Just a little looking through, okay. How far does the mountain... Okay, this looks like about it, yep. Okay, so this is where the mountain ends this way. I'll put that there to remind me. And that's enough for something. Now, we have this curve of the mountain here, and it goes this way, and we're going to have to put something here. The whole point to this build, kind of in a sense, is fitting the puzzle pieces together. You know, we got this here, this Mellon Farm, and we're gonna have another thing over here, and so on and so forth. All our various farms. The Mellon Farm is probably one of the smaller farms, to be honest, when looking at it. We had to fit bigger farms into this mountain in less space. The Mellon Farm did hog up a lot of space, but you know, that just makes the puzzle more fun to solve, and that's what I look forward to. That's all the time that I got for today. This took a lot longer than I thought. I was doing fine, you know, it was like 7 o'clock, I was working on this, and then I looked up at the clock and I was like, wow, it's already midnight. So I wanted to get this up today. I was going to get it up around 7 or 8, but boom, it's already midnight. I guess I will put it up tomorrow, being the 18th, but you guys already know that because that's the day you're watching on. So thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like below. There's a Mineshaft server subreddit you can check out. I'll try to put a link to that below. Also a link to the picture I did of the planning, the very rough MS Paint type thing. But I think that now we have a better idea of what this is all going to look like. So thank you for watching, guys. I will see you next time.